All right, so what I'm going to do here is actually walk you through this high performers on the go eating survival guide, how to use it best properly, how you can get the best results from it. Now, chances are you're probably an executive, an entrepreneur, a professional, and just basically the typical 2 hour long workouts, the cookie cutter meal plans, the extreme diets don't work for you and your lifestyle. Now, I totally get that, and that's exactly why I created this guide. I've worked with hundreds of men just like you, myself included, always on the go, hotel, travel, family dinners, client dinners, all that stuff. So what I found works best is you really just need a system that works for your lifestyle. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 6-step protocol that I use with all my clients and then that you can use as well. And I'm going to show you how to drop that last 10 to 20 pounds of that midsection fat so you can start feeling confident, feel lean, look sharp in suits, show up at your best for your clients, for your family with great energy and looking and feeling your best. And of course, without having to give up business dinners, travel, or family time. So let's get right into the protocol. Now, of course, I'm going to give you some real good strategies here to navigate steakhouses for client dinners, airports, hotels, travel, business lunches, and some good strategies to get you started. But I want you to realize that one little YouTube video, one little PDF isn't going to be the saving grace you need to get that life-changing transformation. And this is also why I work one-on-one with high-performing men just like you, because I get it. The typical 2 hour long workouts, eating chicken and broccoli 6 times a day, cookie cutter meal plans, that doesn't work for men like you with business, travel, busy schedules, and a lot on your plates. Because the one thing I want you to realize is that we know that discipline isn't your problem. You're probably very successful, you're a hard worker, you're very good at what you do. So now we apply that same discipline, take it to your health and fitness, and everything in your life can improve. Because when you unlock this level, when you're able to show up looking and feeling your best, feeling confident, great energy, performing at your best, everything else is going to skyrocket. Now, the first thing I want you to realize is this strategy isn't just some random thing that just came out of nowhere. It's actually a proven strategy that I use to lose over 21 pounds and get down to 7% body fat while traveling every 2 weeks, always on the go, hotel rooms, living that lifestyle. So it's something that I've implemented myself personally, and I've also helped hundreds of busy executives, entrepreneurs, and busy dads with the same systems. So with that being said, let's jump right into it and give you the strategies. Now, the first thing I always recommend is setting yourself up for success ahead of time. Bring workout clothes, find a hotel with a gym, or at least one close by. That way it's a lot more convenient for you to get it done because it's going to be busy day, long day, and you want something that's very convenient. Now, the next thing I always suggest is getting in exercise first. That's going to help you have more energy throughout the day. You're not going to worry about having to try to fit it in later or after a long day. And all you need is 30 minutes. We can do a lot with 30 minutes, really maximize your time, get it done first things first, even if that's waking up early. Get it done and get it out of the way. Now, the next thing we really want to do is start out the day with a high protein breakfast. Forget the pastries, forget the coffee and go. Like, we want to grab something that's going to keep you full, give you some protein that's going to sustain you for the day and get that metabolism going first things first. Now, this could be at Starbucks. They got egg white bites. They got some low calorie, high protein sandwiches. You can grab some beef jerky, some Greek yogurt. If you have a hotel, get some eggs, get some high protein breakfast to start the day. That's going to be one of the best things you can do. Now, the next thing I want you to do is aim for at least 3 to 4 waters a day. I personally like to buy the big thing of smart water, drink about 3 or 4 of those, fill them up constantly, because dehydration is going to cause fatigue. It's going to cause brain fog. It's going to slow your performance. And of course, if you've been traveling, that jet lag is going to slow you down. So one of the best things we can do is hydrate, also add in electrolytes. That's going to help support cognitive function, alertness, and focus. Now, the next thing I want you to do is just move more. Aim for at least 7,000 steps daily. This could be you taking the stairs, you taking a walk on your lunch break or after dinner. More movement is going to help you burn more calories. It's also going to help with digestion, stress, and focus. Now, next, I want to talk about my client dinner strategy. This is one of my favorite parts because who doesn't love having a good time? Whether that's friends, family, coworkers, we want to be able to enjoy ourselves, but also still be able to accomplish your goals. And in fact, this is where most people screw it all up. So one of the first things that we want to do with their client dinner strategy is, number one, I always want to do high protein. High protein is going to keep you full. I always suggest doubling up on the protein. If we're at a steakhouse, filet mignon, sirloin, or New York strip is going to be our best option. Of course, I'd recommend about 6 to 8 ounces. We don't need 16 to 20 ounce steak. That's just going to be way more calories than we need. But a good 6 to 8 ounces is a good solid start. And then, of course, doubling up on the veggies. That's going to help give you the fiber to keep you full. And let's just minimize any of the high carb sides, the high carb sauces. That's just extra calories that we don't need. If we can fill up on high protein, good protein sources, veggies, we're going to be full. And in fact, just cutting down on some of those high carb sides or those high calorie sauces can allow you to be able to fit in one or two drinks. Of course, I'd always suggest clear liquor. We want to avoid any of the sugary, high calorie drinks. That way, it allows you to be able to still eat a good meal, have a drink or two, and of course, still accomplish the goals. One other thing we can do as well, if you know you got a client dinner coming up and you're going to have a good time, let's keep the calories a little bit lighter for breakfast and lunch, keep it high protein so we save lots of our calories for that big client dinner. Now, when we start to put all these strategies together, we're maximizing our time with the workouts, we're eating high protein, it can all start to come together. But at the end of the day, we still really have to figure out something that's going to work not only for your lifestyle, but that you can be consistent with. More importantly, showing you the best workouts to maximize your time, to get you that muscle definition, to get you leaner. And then, of course, the real life strategies with the nutrition. More importantly, how much you need to be eating. And then, of course, making the real life adjustments as you go so you keep making progress. It's going to be very sustainable. You're not going to have to crash diets. You're not going to have to starve yourself, fast for hours, or anything like that. It's just going to be about showing you how to make it work with your lifestyle and still get great results without having to spend hours working out. Because the reality is, this isn't about sacrifice. It's about enjoying the lifestyle that you've worked so hard for while still looking and feeling your best. And if you want the same exact system, you want me to take out the guesswork, help hold you accountable, help you implement this process and the same strategy that I've helped over 700 high-performing men just like you that thought they were too busy, that thought their schedule was too crazy, get in the best shape of their life, reclaim their energy, and finally build a body that matches their success, message me next level, and I'll show you exactly how we get it done. Just like we did here for my client Fred, who drops 42 pounds in about 6 months while traveling every month, not only for work, but for his kids' sports. Busy business owner, busy dad. We showed him how to get it done. And then we also got even Matt right here, who dropped over 30 pounds in 3 months. He's a busy healthcare executive working 60 hours a week, constant travel. And in fact, this is the lifestyle of most of these high-performing men. Business, family, travel, a lot of responsibility. But whether they're 40, they're 50, they're 60, discipline wasn't a problem. Work ethic wasn't a problem. They just needed a system that worked for their lifestyle. So that's exactly what I do. If you want me to take out the guesswork, show you exactly how to get it done, send me a message saying next level, and I'll show you exactly how we get it done.